So a look at our starters for the Knicks. We've got Alex Caruso. Mitchell Robinson out there with Durant. And it's up in at the fourth spot. And for the Raptors, we've got Santi Aldama. Murray out there with Green. Then it's Avdia. And it's Valanciunas in at the 5. Greg, no secret that these teams don't like each other. Could things get a little chippy tonight?
It would not surprise me at all, Kevin. These teams, not only fierce rivals, but there's a little bit of animosity for one another. Throw in the fact that both these teams play in the same conference. Yeah, I'd say the spirits might be high tonight.
Now, here's Green. Here's Murray. Got a piece of it. Pass to Jenkins. Outside Robinson. 5 on the clock. Durant just inside the line. Avdia with a defensive effort. Here's Murray. And it's KD with the rebound. So for New York, their last game, a win against the San Antonio Spurs. And the shot is good, dropping in off the front of the rim.
And the defense has to be aware of KD at all times, especially when he's hovering around that mid-range.
Pass to Aldama. And Aldama slams it in.
Clearly, he's one of the best there is in the business when it comes to making that lead pass.
Here's New York. And here in the first, closing in on 2 minutes play. Inside, here's Robinson. Oh, jams it right over Valanciunas. Wow.
My goodness, that was absolutely filthy.
Oh, nasty. This building is stunned. He dug deep, Greg, into his bag of tricks there. Oh, that's an outstanding view from the AT&T Connected Cam. And the Raptors with the ball, following the score by New York. Avdia can't hit. Right now, let's take a second to catch up with Allie LaForce on the sideline.
I had a chance to catch up with Darko Rajakovic. The first thing on his mind was not letting Kevin Durant beat them. He said, quote, even if it means playing off other guys, we cannot let KD get comfortable. We have to be right up in his jersey the entire game. We're going to see some aggressive D on Durant tonight by the sound of this. Kevin?
All right, Allie, thank you for that. And Toronto has possession following the 3 from Kevin Durant. Here's Valanciunas.
And one way Valanciunas generates offense, using that big body to snare the board and keep the play alive.
GA now in year 3 under Darko Rajakovic. The Raptors are staying the course.
And his contract runs through next season, and he is all in on developing these young players and getting the best out of them.
The Knicks shooting their first free throws of the game.
And it's been an average year, really, at the free throw line for this group, only around 75%.
That's good from Durant.
Such a unique player. Kevin Durant, pure shooter, incredibly skilled, all at nearly 7 feet tall.
That one is no good.
KD, one of the most prolific scorers in the NBA. The intrigue is how he does it with his stature.
And here's Green. He'll bring it up for Toronto. 4-point game. In the corner, it's Valanciunas over Robinson. Robinson pulls it in.
Very dangerous to leave a guy like that open. Lucky break there for the D.
Durant against Avdia. Robinson a screen on Avdia. A slam dunk by Robinson.
That is ferocious.
You said it. That was ferocious. Now Murray. Still scoreless. Aldama can't hit.
Defense did just enough to force that miss. I really expected him to get two there.
Here's Caruso. Goes up and lays it nice and easy.
This is as good as it gets for a first quarter in terms of shooting the basketball.
Outside, Green. Valanciunas sets a screen for Green. Shoots over Jenkins. Clock at 6. Three-pointer. Avdia can't hit.
You know what, though? Sometimes you can be too open. I think it may have surprised him, and that's why he missed.
KD passes to Jenkins. New York moving it around. One-on-one here. And it's Murray with the jam.
Energy and activity. That's what Murray provides this team.
New York leading by 6. To the middle. It's stolen by Valanciunas. They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
Murray kicks to Green. Knicks with the rebound. Caruso looking for an opening. For the 3. Jenkins can't get it to go. Toronto's gone 0-2 from deep. Green finds Avdia. Good on the bucket.
Solid job of moving the ball by Green, setting up a teammate.
Knicks have gone 5 of 7 today so far. Nice shooting to get this game underway. Outside, KD. Robinson sets a screen for Durant. And Robinson throws it down hard.
That's what he gives you, a big-time presence on the glass.
And you know what, Greg? Once he gets his hands on it, he's not even thinking about kicking it out.
Well, defensively, you've got to put a body on him. That guy will ruin you on the offensive glass.
And stolen by Caruso. Pass to Huff. And here is Robinson. And here is Caruso. Last game he had 10 points. That one's off. He's now 1 for 2. Outside, Green. Outside, Avdia. Here's Murray. Down low, Valanciunas. And the dunk by Valanciunas.
And it's not everybody who needs hops to finish at the rim. Valanciunas just needs to be an arm's length of the bucket to throw it down.
Now, here is Robinson. Turned in an outstanding game against San Antonio. Here's Jenkins. Here's Durant. That one's all good. Now he's 3 for 5 from the field.
Man, he's having quite the quarter, converting at a really high percentage.
Pass to Aldama. Back to Green. And Green slams it in.
Look at Green just taking off and throwing it down right in the face of the defense.
And, Greg, you watch Jalen Green. So much upside potential.
Yeah, he could be streaky, but one of the most combustible scorers in the league. When he's on, he can take over single-handedly.
Yeah, boy, has he dialed in. Perfect from the field this period.
Avdia, the pass to Aldama. Now here's Murray. Back to Green. Valanciunas sets a screen for Green. And it's Valanciunas finishing it off.
Heads-up play by Green, using the pick and roll to create space for his team.
Jenkins dishes to Robinson. Outside Durant. This one for three. It's hauled in by the Raptors.
They've been beating them to a lot of those loose balls and rebounds here to start.
Murray against Caruso. Pass to Valanciunas. Here's Aldama. There's the triple. Count it. His second make in 4 attempts.
And he likes to get in a rhythm early. Nice triple.
The Knicks have gotten 8 of their 13 shots to find the bottom of the bucket. And so Mike Brown calls a timeout. He made the decision to huddle up with his guys and talk about strategy. And the Raptors going out now with a whole new group. Daniels is checked in for the Knicks. Thompson comes in for Alex Caruso. Thompson, high post. He averages a bit over 6 points a game. It's stolen by Jones. To the inside. Stolen by Thompson. And now the Knicks on the break. Here's Jenkins. Now in the scoring column with that bucket. 1 for 2 this game.
And we know Thompson can do damage as a scorer, but they're showing off his ability to pass it.
Here's Jerome. Jones got the loose ball, but that will be a backcourt violation. Here are the teams that have been dialing it up defensively since the All-Star break, the league's steal leaders. Number 1, the Knicks. The Raptors third.
You know, as they enter the stretch run of this season, both of these teams have really clamped down defensively, and you see that reflected in their steal total.
Thompson finds KD. Count that as his 4th basket of the night. Just 7 shots to get there.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Jerome passes to Bay. Screen by Olynyk. A 3. Bay, no good. The Knicks leading by 5. Now here's Jenkins. His last outing, he had 24 points. Outside, KD. 4 on the shot clock. And Durant gets double teamed. Over Goodwin. They get it back. Robinson kicks to McDaniels. And it's off from 3-point range. Bay passes to Jerome. And here is Goodwin. 56 seconds left to play here in the first. Back to Jerome. That shot misses. Good D by Thompson. KD on the wing. Good work defensively by Bay. Raptors trail by 5. Jerome passes to Olynyk. To the paint. They need this one. And Durant sends it back.
And how about the reach of Durant? Terrific job of having that on display defensively.
And it is good at the buzzer. Wow.
One eye on the rim.
Takes an incredible amount of focus and concentration. That's making the most of the possession.
And so it's Kevin Durant making headlines and highlights for New York. That quarter had to take a lot out of him. He racked up 12 points. We'll take a quick break and then back to the action here. And hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. And what stands out to you from New York in this one?
Well, in that first quarter, they were intent on just pounding the ball down low.
And that's where their advantage is. Throw the ball inside, make it difficult for the defense to make some decisions.
So with Durant sitting on the bench, this is the group Mike Brown has right now. Hartenstein is out there with Green, and there's Klay Thompson, and it's Chris Paul, and it's McDaniels in at the small forward. Here's Goodwin following the basket by Chris Paul. It's tipped. Avdia against McDaniel. Olynyk in the corner. From downtown, it's rebounded by Hartenstein.
Yeah, just a solid job on the backboard. They are really controlling the inside.
Thompson dishes the ball. Hartenstein with the screen on Jerome. And Chris Paul hits from deep. And now a 12-point Knicks lead.
And look at Paul's focus. He is completely locked in on his shot.
And now let's send it over to our courtside reporter, Allie LaForce.
Thank you, guys. Raptors coach Darko Rajakovic explained what he's looking for on the offensive end. He said, quote, it's unselfishness, ball and body movement, playing together and making each other better. Also, you have to be able to adjust. Basketball is not set in stone. If it was, it would be a recipe. Guys, back to you.
Yeah, you got to roll with the punches. Thank you, Allie. And the basket is good. Got it to go through on the contact, so a free throw coming up. A great opportunity for a three-point play. In a moment here to take a look at the scoring breakdown for the Knicks.
And they've set the tone from the jump. They're looking to pound it inside and score in the paint.
Well, that's true, and they've also been going right at the rim, which I love. Attack, attack, attack.
And that one misses. And GA, you know, some people argue that defense has declined in recent years. Would you agree?
I think mostly it's just harder to defend in today's game. You have to cover so much more ground, and with the lack of physicality, it just makes it more challenging.
And here's McDaniels. He'll bring it up for New York. In the second quarter, they've given up just 3 points. And the dunk by Hartenstein.
Well, at 7 feet tall, you don't need much verticality if you're Isaiah Hartenstein. That must be nice.
Olynyk finds Bay. Landale grabs the miss.
The edge on the glass is the difference. It's allowed them to build this lead.
Green passes to McDaniels. Back to Green. Banked in off the glass. And the Knicks lead by 15.
Well, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. They keep getting it in the paint and continue to score consistently.
Jerome passes to Goodwin. Now here's Bay. He's defended by Landale.
Well, he has yet to put points on the board, and his team is hurting because of it.
McDaniels kicks to Green, and it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Olynyk. And a chance now to look at the schedule coming up for the Toronto Raptors. On Thursday, they'll be facing Amen Thompson and the Minnesota Timberwolves. Then on Sunday, they'll go up against De'Aaron Fox and the Dallas Mavericks.
And, you know, nobody loves playing on the road, but it does offer a good chance to see exactly what your team is made of. This team is going to find out a lot about itself over the next stretch of games.
And stolen by Bay. One-on-one fast break. And there's Murray on the assist by Bay.
And there's an aggression to Murray's game, willing to battle there for the bucket.
And the dunk by Hartenstein.
At this point, I don't know what you can do to slow this team down.
Well, they've gotten the matchup they want every time up the floor, and they have taken advantage of that.
Avdia can't hit. Now the Knicks with it. They're on a 13-5 run here. And, Tim, you look at some of the advanced metrics. Alex Caruso is one of the best defenders in the modern era.
Yeah, Kevin, that impact is rare for a guy who is 6'5", but he grew up on the court in College Station, Texas. Basketball is in his veins.
Now, here's Avdia after the miss from KD. Durant against Murray. 6 to shoot. Lays it up and in on the nice reverse. Murray's got 4 points in the quarter.
And you can't fall asleep against Murray, especially when he's got great interior positioning. The D has got to be better.
Nice step back to get it off.
Yeah, he's going to knock that down if you give it to him. Uncompetitive there defensively.
Well, if you're going to give him that shot, he will take it any time.
Pass to Murray. The shape. Can't hit that one. Good work defensively by KD.
+8 in the rebound differential. One more reason why they're in control.
Now here's Caruso. Hartenstein with the screen for Caruso. No good. That's miss number 2. He's 1 for 3. Murray the pass to Jerome. Here's Olynyk. He's defended by Hartenstein.
Yeah, he can surprise you around the rim. Olynyk has some lift.
Outside Durant. Back to Caruso. Hartenstein with the screen on Jerome. The putback. It's good on the putback. And the Knicks lead by 15.
Well, he was cold in that first quarter. Now it's great to see him flip that switch and start getting hot here.
Outside Avdia. Toronto working the ball around now. Murray finds Bay. Outside Avdia. A three-pointer is right on target. Avdia's got his second bucket of the night.
Well, the defense is going to try to shut down certain things, but it's impossible to deny everything. That's a skilled play right there.
And so Mike Brown calls a timeout. This now will give him a chance to discuss some potential changes. Some changes for Toronto. Jonas Valanciunas, who's checked in for Olynyk. Santi Aldama comes in for Saddiq Bey. And Jalen Green subbed in for Ty Jerome. Robinson's checked in for the Knicks. Jenkins comes in for McDaniels. Caruso with the ball. Currently averaging almost 6 points a game. Now here's Jenkins. Tight defense on him. Shot clock at 5. New York needs to get off a shot. Durant. And the Knicks miss again. Raptors trail by 12. Murray the pass to Green. So at this stage of the season, Tim, some teams I feel are already starting to look ahead to the playoffs. Do you agree?
Yeah, I think you're going to glimpse at what that looks like because your adrenaline is going to take you there. But I think the focus should be on the here and now, continuing to get better on a daily basis.
If you're not looking at what's in front of you, you're going to lose what's perhaps ahead of you.
Boy, that is so true.
Free throw drops for Green.
And once the G League took it to another level, Green skipped college, became the number 2 overall pick of the draft, and that's really changed the landscape.
And both free throws good for Green.
Yeah, he's as good as it gets at the line. Pretty much automatic.
Pass to Robinson. Here's Jenkins. Here's Huff. Defended by Aldama. KD, that's for 2. Aldama with the rebound.
Really tough quarter for him shooting the basketball.
Green drives in, and Green slams it in.
Emphatic 2 points from Green. Great to see him being aggressive and not settle for jumpers.
Durant for three. So smooth on the three from Durant.
Unwilling to let up even for a moment. That's his killer instinct, just fanning the flame.
Yeah, he can taste a win right now, just trying to close it out.
Here's Murray. Knicks with the rebound. The biggest lead of the game, 15 points. Now Jenkins. They look to him for part of their offensive attack. Right now, he averages nearly 12 points a game. Robinson, that's good.
I mean, the number of points they've scored in the paint already here is eye-opening.
Caruso against Murray. And Avdia, the bucket on the assist by Murray. Murray's got 3 assists now in this one. Caruso against Murray. Here's Caruso. Robinson a screen on Murray.
Wow, he got whacked on that one. Shouldn't be much debate there.
The Knicks shooting their 4th and 5th shots at the foul line in the game. He's off on the first. Bays checked in for Toronto. He hits the second from the line. One thing we see sometimes, players opting to represent themselves when it comes to signing a contract. In other words, Tim, they don't have an agent. Why do you think that is?
Well, I think most players, Kevin, understand that the numbers are pretty set, particularly for the superstar. If you know you're going to get a supermax, why not keep more of what you make? Why pay an agent?
That's a good point. Now, Caruso, following the three-point attempt by Jamal Murray. 6 on the shot clock. And Jenkins kicks to Caruso. A three-pointer off the mark. Raptors trail by 11. Bay passes to Murray. Pass to Green. A 3-ball. That's in there. Murray with the assist. Murray's got 4 assists in the game.
And they are absolutely stroking it from beyond the arc.
Here's Huff. 1:52 left in the first half of the game. And here is Jenkins. Robinson sets a screen for Jenkins. Tried to come right back with the 3 of his own, but it's no good. Pass to Bay. There's the 3. Caruso grabs the miss.
Well, if you're struggling like this, unless you have a wide open look, make that next pass.
That one goes. Count it. Robinson's got 13 points.
And a big reason they have this lead is the way he's shooting the ball.
Now Aldama. Back to Green. Aldama with the ball. 5 points in the game. Here's Bay. And it's good. The time running down on the shot clock.
And maneuvering into position, Bay moving the needle.
Caruso kicks to Durant from about 16, and the Knicks good for 2.
That's just a smart play right there. The right pass to a ready shooter.
Outside, Green. Pass to Bay. There's a screen by Aldama. And Aldama slams it in.
And that's a little lack of fight at the defensive end.
Absolutely. At least on that slam, you're right. That's one way to let a team back in the game.
It looked like a let-up from the team in the lead.
Robinson a screen on Green. 1 second separating the shot clock and game clock. And it's Robinson with the jam.
And a sharp pass to set up that high percentage shot in close.
Now here's Green. And the last second attempt doesn't fall. And so it's New York with a 10-point lead. Some breathing room heading into the break. They're playing a bruising game inside, and it's working for them. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back.
Welcome to halftime, folks. Before we talk about the game, let's check out who won Player of the Month in both the East and West. The Western Conference winner, Victor Wembanyama.
Everything's coming together for him. Obviously, the points are there. But even when Wemby isn't scoring, his defense completely changes games.
Shaq, he's living proof that aliens are among us.
I thought I was the only one that thought that.
Now we'll take a look back at our featured game. That was quite a performance for the New York Knicks.
I mean, when you go inside and impose your will this way, you're delivering a gut punch.
Yeah, there's a whole other half to go, but the way they're winning this makes them the heavy favorite now. And that'll do it for halftime. We send you back to Kevin Harlan, who has the second half call.
And we've got third quarter of basketball for you. 2 quarters in the books. We've seen Kevin Durant really having a great game.
Yeah, and through the first 2 quarters, he has been the offense for this team.
Well, and I expect they're going to continue to lean on him as we continue in this game. Why not? The way he's playing right now offensively.
The Knicks leading by 10. They've got Jalen Green. Santi Aldama is out there with Avdia. Then there's Jonas Valanciunas, and it's Murray in at the point guard position. So that's the 5 in the game for Toronto. Now here's Caruso. Shot clock at 6. Takes it off the glass. Caruso's got the first bucket of the third here for the Knicks.
Big miscommunication on defense. He recognizes it and quickly takes advantage.
Well, the way this game has gone, I'm actually not surprised it was that easy for him.
Murray with it. Defended by Caruso. Murray right side. Looking to get it going. Robinson pulls it in. Robinson's got 6 rebounds in the game. Murray against Caruso. Up top, Durant. Durant going to work inside.
Those defenders just look a little bit gassed. I mean, they're getting pushed around on that low block.
And the wide open shot from Green. And the 3 ball is good. Green's got 12 points in the game.
And we see this all night. Green with a wide range of ways to score. And boy, he just keeps coming.
Now here's Jenkins. Robinson a screen on Green. To the inside. It's stolen by Valanciunas. Down low. Oh, and the dunk by Valanciunas.
Excellent on both ends of that play.
Yeah, the steal was sharp, but the slam topped it off.
What a great sequence. You've got to love the effort. That's big time.
And that great replay brought to us by the AT&T Connected Cam. Here's Jenkins after the Raptors pick up 2. Takes the 3, and that one's good. Caruso's got 5 points now in the quarter.
I like the way they've established their offense to start the half. 3 straight makes.
Here's Aldama. Good, and it's Green picking up the assist.
Third quarter off to a great start offensively. That's 3 of their first 4 they've made.
Jenkins the pass to Durant. And the Knicks hit again from deep.
This is the second half start they were hoping for. 4 straight field goals out of the gate.
Here's Green. It's rebounded by Jenkins. Jenkins got 4 rebounds now tonight. Outside for Durant. And the Knicks hit again from deep.
Yeah, how about the percentage they're shooting from beyond the arc here in the second half?
And timeout called by Darko Rajakovic. He's going to take this chance to talk to his guys. Tim, one thing about the NBA, there is never a shortage of exciting young players to watch and cover. Who are you excited about in watching them grow and take it from this point forward?
Well, I love two big lead guards. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander and Cade Cunningham certainly come to mind. Both of those guys are established stars in this league, and yet there is still so much more they can add to their games. The sky is the limit.
And they seem to have the right attitude. Am I right in your assessment?
They are guys that everybody wants to play with. They're mature as leaders as well.
Avdia against Durant. Murray left side. Basket counts. Murray's got 8.
And let's be honest, Murray has never seen a shot he didn't like, especially these mid-range jumpers.
It's time to send it over now to our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Thanks a lot. Denny Avdia, the son of a 6'8 Serbian sharpshooter who played for the Yugoslavian national team, then moved to Israel and met Denny's mom. Denny said he had the same mentality, fire in the eyes. Every night, playing to win. That's how I've always been. That passion is a part of my culture. Back to you guys.
Thanks a lot, Allie. Now, here's Caruso. After Jalen Green's miss, 5 to shoot. Pass to Durant. Fires for 3. And again, New York with the triple.
And they're getting their points now almost exclusively from the triple. 4 of their last 5 makes are from beyond the arc.
Now here's Green. He's got 12. Over to the wing. Here's Aldama. The Knicks pull it in. KD's got his 4th rebound in this one.
Yeah, they've shown effort and aggression in the paint, really right from the tip. Their rebounding edge right now, massive.
Caruso misses the 3.
Well, fortunately, as he searches for his scoring rhythm, they still have the lead for now.
And all you got to do is look at the rebounding margin as to why they hold the lead.
Well, it's simple math. You've got to limit teams to 1 shot on your defensive end and then give yourself extra possessions when you have the ball.
Murray outside. KD against Avdia. And finish strong by Avdia.
And credit the screen for giving him the space he needed to get to the rim.
For sure, GA allows him to come in with the sledgehammer.
Yeah, it's the power of the two-man game. After all these years, it's still the most difficult set to defend.
And so Mike Brown calls a timeout, looking for a breather and maybe adjusting a thing or two. As we get a break in the action now, let's take a look at the East and how the teams are stacking up. Taking a look at New York, they've continued to play strong basketball, if not utterly dominant, as the last part of the season grinds toward the playoffs. And it looks like, guys, they'll hold on to that #1 spot the whole way there. And, of course, the Raptors, sitting directly below them, just 1 spot down.
Well, I think for New York, they've been taking no prisoners here in the early part of the season. It's been a very fast start and a lot of focus for this group.
Yeah, coming into the year, they were certainly one of the favorites, if not the favorite, and they have not disappointed.
Sinks the triple.
Yeah, great outside shooting, really fueling this run.
Inside, stolen by Robinson. Caruso against Murray. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. It's going to be on Jamal Murray. And let's take a moment, guys, to get your take on the scoring so far for the Knicks.
You love how they've lived in the paint, making the defense just consistently have to collapse and still finding ways to convert.
And I've also been very impressed with their ball movement. It has led to better shots. The offense overall has had a great rhythm.
And some changes here for the Raptors. Kelly Olynyk's checked in for Jonas Valanciunas. Bays subbed in for Santi Aldama. McDaniels, he's checked in for New York. And he makes both free throws. Tim, in your career, you played at every level of basketball, pro and college and before. What's the single biggest change in your mind as far as professional basketball outside the NBA?
Well, Kevin, I think globally the level of play has just risen dramatically. There's a much greater belief now that you can actually make it to the league, even if you're playing outside this country. And then the G League has created a much more streamlined path for those who want to work their way into the league.
G League has been terrific.
Sure has.
Now here's Caruso. Following the miss by Denny Avdia. And Jenkins kicks to Robinson. Got a piece of it. And stolen by Bay. In the corner, Murray with it. And the Raptors miss again.
And they had some botched coverage that turned into no coverage.
Pass to Caruso. And he gets the whistle for the 3-second call.
A moment here now to see the numbers for Mitchell Robinson. In the second half of this season, he's been nothing short of spectacular. Second in rebounding. And he's in the top 20 in steals, bringing that focus and intensity at both ends.
And you're right. He's been the pinnacle of scoring efficiency. Never seems to take a bad shot. That's why he's tops in field goal percentage. Jerome, he's checked in for Toronto. And there's the foul. We're going Alex Caruso. That is his first foul of the game.
Second team foul.
Now here's Bay. He's tightly guarded. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot two. It's on Mitchell Robinson.
And you love the passion from Bay inside, going straight into the defense.
This is his first trip to the line tonight. First one falls for him.
You gotta like how ready Bay always seems to be, prepared to seize the moment whenever his number's called.
Bay hits them both. New York leading by 19 points. Pass to Huff. And here is Robinson. Now here's Caruso. Off target from outside.
And, you know, he's a threat from deep, no doubt about it, but it just has not been there for him tonight. You might want to change your game plan a little bit offensively.
Pass to Jenkins. Three-pointer. Now McDaniels. Here's Jenkins. Here's the three. They grab their own miss. McDaniels kicks to Jenkins. Clock at 6. McDaniels outside. Cans it from downtown.
And one of the stories of the second half has been all of those second chance points. I mean, they have been terrific on the offensive backboard.
Jerome with it. Defended by Caruso. Jerome passes to Murray. Takes a shot at the elbow. Knicks with the rebound. Jenkins got 5 rebounds tonight.
And he's really trying to get them back into it, but the results just have not been there.
Caruso, the pass to Huff. And here is Jenkins. No good on the three.
Nothing going his way this quarter offensively. Time to recalibrate.
Avdia finds Jerome. Bay sets a screen. Here's Olynyk. Here's Jerome. That three off the mark. The Knicks leading by 22. Jenkins the pass to Caruso. Now Jenkins. Caruso sets the screen for Jenkins. McDaniels in the post. Defended by Avdia. And out of bounds as the Raptors gain possession.
Is that just a miscommunication? It just can't happen. Let's hope they get on the same page.
And the Raptors with some changes. Herbert Jones comes in for Avdia. And Goodwin subbed in for Murray. Here's Jerome. Scoreless thus far. Good ball movement here by the Raptors. The time for the ball. And that's out of bounds. Toronto will retain possession.
A split second late, but almost came up with a steal there.
And regardless, it's great effort. You love to see that kind of hustle on defense.
Toronto needs to get off a shot. Jones for three. It's rebounded by Hartenstein. Hartenstein's got 6 rebounds now in the game. Pass to Jerome. Out to the wing. Olynyk against Hartenstein. And the Raptors miss again.
And he rushed that one, no doubt about it. The D out of position, you could see the frustration on his face.
Green kicks to Jenkins. Thompson outside for three. Jerome with the rebound.
That is fantastic defense on one of the best three-point shooters in the league. Didn't give him an inch of room.
And for a power forward, he can sure get up. I mean, because of that leaping ability, it kind of offsets his height disadvantage.
And it's the Knicks with the ball. The Raptors getting the bucket. Thompson dishes to Green. From outside the arc. And it's Toronto with the rebound. There's 48 seconds left in the third quarter of the game. Here's Bay. Draymond Green pulls it in. And here's Green. He'll bring it up for the New York Knicks. The Oklahoma City Thunder will be in town for the next one. That game is the first and last of their homestand.
Those are the kind of buckets that will get Draymond Green going. He relishes finishing through contact.
Now, here's Goodwin. No scoring in this one. Pass to Olynyk. Up top, Jerome. It's good from the top of the key.
Yeah, everybody will remember the bucket, but how about that pass to set it up?
Get through, get through, get through.
Now Jenkins. Shoots over Jerome. No good on that one.
Wait, it didn't go that time, but that's a shot he should feel confident in taking.
And so it's Kevin Durant making headlines and highlights for the New York Knicks. Why even bring it inside when you've got him on the perimeter? After that quarter, his three-point total stands at 6. And don't go away. We'll be right back. And a worthy candidate tonight as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
And the definition of teamwork right there, guys. I mean, what great communication between them, and what a beautiful feed.
Well, coaches love unselfishness, and this is exactly what they're referring to.
And there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the fourth quarter, but stranger things have happened. And on the floor for New York here in the fourth, McDaniels is out there with Thompson. Then there's Isaiah Hartenstein. And it's Durant. And it's Green in at the 3 spot. Now here's Durant. Pulls it up. And Jones pulls it down. Raptors trail by 20. Pass to Bay. So, Tim, in the past, it's always been accepted that the veteran-laden teams would have an edge. But I don't know if we're seeing that as much now. What do you think?
Well, I think you used to see a lot more continuity with rosters across a number of years. But nowadays, much shorter contracts means you have teams that evolve and change more regularly than ever before.
Almost feels like you got to be more nimble as a franchise than ever before.
You absolutely have to have much more forethought because you keep these groups together for a shorter period of time.
Bay hits them both. And it's the Knicks with the ball. It's an 18-point lead. Thompson passes to KD. Misses the layup. He had him with that bump fake. Raptors shooting about 42% so far. Avdia finds Jerome. Green against Avdia. Down to 5 on the shot clock. From deep three-point land. Jerome, no good.
And that was a little bit of a range check for him.
Yeah, I mean, he's a very good shooter, but from that distance, his percentages go down.
Pass to Jones. Now here's Bay. Outside, Jones lets it go from deep. Green with the rebound. The Knicks leading by 18. And pushing it up. Here's New York. Avdia with the rebound. Avdia's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Outside, Jones. Pass to Bay. Outside, Avdia. Puts up a 3. The Knicks pull it in. Hartenstein's got rebound number 8 here tonight in the game. Now here's Durant, guarded by Jerome. And they call the foul, so he's got the and one chance here to make it a 3-point play.
Shooting one. What a performance for him on the offensive end. He's been fantastic the entire game.
This seems to be an era, Tim, of parity in the NBA, but some say there has been a lack of rivalries as well, kind of the culprit.
Well, I think it's tough to have rivalries as often now because you need some sort of a history in the postseason, and I just don't think we've had it. Kevin, also, I think it's because some of the stars have changed teams as frequently as they have, makes those rivalries less likely.
Can you think of the last real rivalry we've had in the postseason, even going to the finals?
I think it has to be Steph's Golden State Warriors and LeBron's Cleveland Cavaliers 4 straight finals appearances.
Here's McDaniels. Whistle blows. Bucket is good, and he'll have a chance at the line to make it a 3-point play.
Another bucket down low. They've been the aggressors, taking the ball inside and attacking at the rim.
Jaden McDaniels. One shot.
Mind the lanes. Mind the lanes. One shot.
The free throw drops for McDaniels. And just about 3 minutes through the 4th quarter here. And Jerome has got the ball here for Toronto. So far in the 4th quarter, they've allowed just 6 points. So when you look at different approaches to player recovery, from load management, say, Tim, to rub some dirt on it and get back in there, where do you stand on all of that?
Well, I do think teams have done a better job of trying to make sure players are protected from themselves and make sure they're getting enough rest. But I also think there are times guys should be allowed to play through certain types of minor injuries.
Now, Bay following the 3-point attempt by Jamal Murray.
Well, he made a couple of shots early, but since the half, he just can't seem to find his rhythm.
Here's McDaniels. Good on the triple. McDaniels got 6 in the quarter.
And perimeter scoring, I have to imagine it was a topic of discussion at halftime.
Well, they certainly have the shooters to do it. It's just about finding that rhythm.
Now here's Murray. Doesn't get it to drop for him. KD against Jones. They double team KD. Green, the screen. Here's McDaniels, and he finishes nicely on the layup.
Yeah, they're going to have a nice little run here.
Each trip down becoming more important.
And you need to string some successful offensive possessions together and play tough deep.
After a rough first half, it's good to see him start to put the pieces together here.
Avdia against Green. Here's Durant. Excellent D that time from Jones. Outside, Avdia. Jerome passes to Bay. Tim, as we look at the area of modern medicine, isn't it amazing how it's helping extend playing careers?
Yeah, it's really incredible, Kevin, how these procedures now are so much less invasive. Guys come back sooner, and they're able to play longer. Just look at Klay Thompson gifting his 2022 championship ring to the doctor who performed his Achilles surgery. Now, that's the kind of impact these doctors are having.
It really is amazing. Checked in for Ty Jerome. Then for the Knicks, Hartenstein comes in for Mitchell Robinson. And Jock Landale subbed in for Kevin Durant.
Two shots. Relax on the first.
And he knocks down the first one.
And what I like about Murray is how he just goes at you. He doesn't hold back on either end and uses his motor to wear you down.
And so Murray nails both of them. So, Tim, when you played, you were one of the league's best sharpshooters. Did you ever look around and pick things up off of other guys you watch shoot the ball well?
No question. In fact, I learned a lot about how to move off the ball by watching other guys as I made my way through college and eventually became a pro. And even when I was in the league, I would study other players to pick up things on their footwork and how to get my release a little bit quicker.
Give me one player that you really studied hard.
Well, there's no question Del Curry was a guy I watched because he needed very little time to get that shot off, coming off of a screen. And unfortunately, several times I got there late against him and learned my lesson.
Here's McDaniels after Toronto picking up the basket just moments ago. 6 to shoot. Back to Thompson. Here's Green. It's hauled in by the Raptors. They've got the Timberwolves ahead of them next in Minneapolis. That will be a getaway game for them, a one-game road trip. Jones, the pass to Avdia. Good ball movement here by the Raptors. Jones with the screen on McDaniel. In the corner, Murray with it. Stolen by Thompson. McDaniels outside. Pass to Green. They set the pick. Here's Landale.
We're still waiting for that first miss from the line this half.
GA, in recent seasons, we've seen the MVP debate get a little contentious.
I mean, every year there's about 3 or 4 guys who are deserving of the award. And the closer the race is, I think the more heated things tend to get. So especially since the criteria for the award is so subjective.
That free throw, no good. Valanciunas, who's checked in for the Raptors. Santi Aldama comes in for Herbert Jones. Good on the second free throw. So it's Toronto now. Outside, Avdia. Back to Murray. Pass to Aldama. Just 3 to shoot. Back to Murray. Fires from deep. It's rebounded by New York. Hartenstein's got rebound number 9 now. What an effort here tonight. McDaniels passes to Hartenstein. And that one, good.
Yeah, and I'm not sure contact is really the way to slow Hartenstein down inside. He actually invites it.
Murray kicks to Valanciunas. And here is Green. McDaniels defending. Pass to Aldama. Murray outside. Over Thompson. And again, no good by Toronto.
Well, this has been far from his best game. And if they're going to come back here, he's got to find a way to get going.
McDaniels dishes to Thompson. They set the pick. To the middle. Here's Landale.
And that's Klay Thompson making it look easy because of that high basketball IQ.
They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
Green passes to Aldama. And here's Valanciunas. Murray outside. Klay Thompson grabs the miss.
Yeah, keeps on shooting, keeps on missing. Maybe time to go in a different direction.
The offensive rebound, and that one is good from Hartenstein.
Well, Hartenstein is a phenomenal offensive rebounder. He is a big guy who knows how to use a 7-foot frame to track down rebounds.
Now, here's Green. Valanciunas sets a screen for Green. Top of the key, Avdia. They turn over the 24-second buzzer, signaling the shot clock violation. Tim, the NBA is always changing, but any predictions for the league that you kind of feel we're going to see around the corner?
Yeah, Kevin, I just think the influx and the impact of international players is going to be even stronger going forward. I think a lot of guys have seen the success that those players have had in the NBA, and hopefully it inspires even more great players internationally to want to play this great game.
And for a short time, you played overseas. You saw a lot of them firsthand.
I sure did, and I was in France well before the French influx really hit this league, but I knew then that was the goal.
Hartenstein passes to Landale. Here's McDaniels. Off target with his 3. Toronto shooting a lackluster 38% for the game, struggling so far. To the wing right side. Back to Avdia. From deep, Green. It's rebounded by Hartenstein.
And I thought that was going to drop. It looked good from here.
Thompson passes to Green. To the inside. It's stolen by Green.
Yes, and with this one winding down, it's obvious to everyone who watched it. Just a total mismatch and a true show of strength for the Knicks.
As one-sided as it gets today, you know, there were some dominant moments in about every facet of this game for that team.
Yeah, I mean, Kevin, it's hard to think of what didn't go right for them. Game planning by the coaches, execution by the players, everything was just on target.
And these guys already with 45 wins on the year, so tonight we'll make it 46.
And continued dominance against this team, winning both of their matchups this season.
And one of the key components to this victory, if not the biggest, was the incredible performance from KD.
Yeah, he was just laser focused in that game. It got to the point where you just knew if he shot it, it was going in.
And it's the Knicks with the ball. Following Jalen Green's 3. Inside, stolen by Avdia. Here's Aldama. Second shot opportunity. He lays it in.
Everybody appreciates that extra effort on the glass.
1 second separating the shot clock and game clock. Thompson passes to Green. Pass to Hartenstein. Over Valanciunas. Hartenstein can't get it to go. So no problem for New York as they get the win. To come into an opponent's building and dominate the way they did tonight says, I think, Greg, an awful lot about this team.
I guess they don't need home cooking to feel at home. I mean, Kevin, just a masterful performance all the way around.
Let's send it over to Allie LaForce.
Kevin, this was a huge statement win.
And as always, Allie, thank you so much. And that'll do it, folks. Alongside Tim Legler, Greg Anthony, and our reporter, Allie LaForce, this is...